Have you ever achieved something you thought would change your life? A promotion, a graduation, or even just a long awaited weekend, only to feel absolutely nothing? You aren't sad, you aren't crying, you're just there. You go through the motions, you eat, you work, you talk to friends, but it feels like you're watching a movie of your life rather than living it. Imagine your life is a coloring book. You have all the outlines, the career, the relationships, the hobbies, but someone took away all the crayons. Everything is just white and gray. This isn't necessarily depression and it isn't laziness. It's something much more biological. Today, we're exploring the psychology of why you feel numb, the functional freeze state, and how to actually get your spark back. When we think about mental struggles, we usually think of big emotions, grief, anger, or intense sadness. But there is a quieter, more insidious state called emotional numbness. In this state, your internal experience is one of indifference. Think about it like this. If you have to flu and lose your sense of taste, eating becomes a chore. You still need the calories to survive, but the joy is gone. This is exactly what happens when you lose your emotional taste. You still go to work, you still finish your tasks, but the flavor of life has vanished. Psychologically, we often try to think our way out of this. We ask, what is my purpose? Am I in the wrong job? Do I need a new hobby? We treat our lives like a puzzle with a missing piece of information, but you cannot think your way out of a feeling problem. The reason life feels empty isn't because it is empty, it's because your emotional connection to it has been severed. To understand why this happens, we have to look at your nervous system. Your body has a built-in volume knob for emotions. When you experience a period of extreme stress, emotional turmoil, or a single overwhelming event, your nervous system can go into a state called functional freeze. Think of it as a circuit breaker. If there's too much electricity running through the house, the breaker trips to prevent a fire. Your body does the same. If the pain or stress signals become too loud, your brain decides it's safer to just shut the whole system down. You enter a state where you are functioning, meaning you can still do your taxes and buy groceries, but you are frozen emotionally. The catch? You cannot selectively numb emotions. When you turn down the volume to avoid feeling pain or stress, you also silence joy, excitement, and gratitude. You're living in a muted world because your body thinks it's still in survival mode. So, how do we flip the circuit breaker back on? It isn't about trying harder or finding a new mission. It's about regulating your nervous system so it feels safe enough to feel again. Step 1. Eliminate the noise. We live in a world designed to keep us stimulated. Notifications, endless scrolling, and 24-hour news cycles keep our nervous system in a state of low-level high alert. When you're already numb, you might use this noise to feel anything, but it actually keeps you stuck in the freeze. Start by getting comfortable with silence. Spend time in nature without your phone. Give your brain a chance to hear its own internal signals again. Step 2. The power of slowing down. Notice your physical habits. Do you walk fast? Do you talk fast? Do you rush through your morning coffee just to get to the next thing? When you rush, you tell your body, we are in danger, we must hurry. This reinforces the freeze. Try this right now. Take 3 deep breaths. On the third one, pull your shoulders up to your ears, hold it for a second, and then let them drop with a heavy sigh. This physical drop tells your nervous system it's okay to relax. Step 3. Identify your escape routes. We all have numbing behaviors. For some, it's scrolling TikTok for 3 hours. For others, it's overworking or reaching for snacks when they aren't hungry. These aren't just bad habits. They are ways we avoid the resistance of a task or an uncomfortable emotion. When you catch yourself reaching for your phone, stop and ask, what am I trying to escape right now? Instead of escaping, try to sit with that uncomfortable nothingness for just 2 minutes. Step 4. Somatic connection. If you've been numb for a long time, your brain has forgotten how to read your body's signals. This is where somatic, or body-focused work comes in. Sometimes we need professional support to learn how to feel safe in our own skin again. The goal isn't to be happy all the time. It's to be present all the time. If you're in this state right now, it can feel like you'll be stuck here forever. It can feel like the color is gone for good. But remember, the meaning of life isn't a thought you find in a book, it's a sensation you feel in your body. Your focus is like a flashlight. For a long time, you've probably had that flashlight pointed only at your thoughts, searching for answers. It's time to point that flashlight down into your body. Slow down, breathe, and cut out the noise. The spark isn't gone, it's just waiting for the environment to be safe enough to catch fire again. If this explained a feeling you've been struggling to name, let me know in the comments. We're all just trying to find our way back to the color of life. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of why we do what we do. I'll see you in the next one.